Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and this is the Xiaomi Mi A2. I've actually been looking forward to this for quite some time, and it's mostly because we don't have Xiaomi in the United States normally. And I know they're pretty popular around the world, and this is the first phone I've ever had my hands on. I've tried one of their tablets out before. Now, I was able to get this through Banggood.com. They were nice enough to send it along. It's not a sponsored video, and they were nice enough to offer a $15 off coupon. Now that may not sound like a lot, but this phone is only $234.99, and that brings the price down to about $220, which is really inexpensive and less than 4 times the cost of the iPhone X. And for that, you get a lot. So if we turn it over, you'll see it has a Snapdragon 660. It runs Android One. I'll talk more about that in a moment. And then has a 20 megapixel front camera and then a rear camera that's 20 megapixels plus a 12 megapixel low light camera. Then it's dual camera, as you can see there. 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigs of storage, and dual SIM cards. So let's open it up. It comes in 3 colors, gold, black, and this is lake blue. And I thought it'd look a little bit different. And Xiaomi, in the United States at least, is known for copying Apple quite a bit. And maybe they're known for that in China, I'm not sure. But they're one of the companies that copies Apple and does a good job of it. So you'll see, here's the phone. I'll set it aside just a moment. And we've got a plug that I can't use in the United States. They sent an adapter, but I have a lot of USB plugs. So this is not for the United States. That's fine. I'll use something else. And then you've got your USB-A to USB-C adapter. So just your typical Android plug. So that's what you get here. Now, you also get a case with it. So you've got a built-in case here, and then there's no headphone jack, so you've got an adapter. Now I'll remove this from the case, and it's just a transparent case, very rubbery, but it comes with it, so that's really nice. Let me set that aside for now. So here's the phone itself, and you can see all those specs I just went over, and it includes Android One. And what Android One is a program with Google. It's basically pure Android. So it's a program with Google where this gets monthly security updates, just like the Pixel devices, gets all of the features like the Pixel device, but it comes with Android 8.1 Oreo. But that's okay, we'll take a look at that more in a moment. Let me take this off the back here. Now this is an all aluminum construction, and you can see it looks pretty good. This is a really nice color. It's incredibly thin. You've got, it looks like your power button, volume, your camera bump here with those 2 cameras I mentioned, fingerprint sensor, and your SIM card tray on the top. You've got an IR blaster, which is unique, your microphone, and then on the bottom, looks like you've got your speaker, microphone, and USB-C. Now on the front, you've got another 12 megapixel camera, and this display is 5.99 inches, 2160 by 1080, 403 pixels per inch. So it's an 18:9 aspect ratio, no notch. Let's turn it on, and we'll take a look. So right away, this display looks okay. I wouldn't say it's the best display I've seen just looking at it from this and the boot up sequence here, but it's hard to say until I use it for a few days. So this display is an LCD display as well, and it looks pretty good from just about any angle. It looks good. Let's hit start here. Connect to a mobile network. If you have a SIM card, insert them now. We'll skip for that. Connect it to Wi-Fi here. So this is secured by Google, not Xiaomi. So that's the nice part about this, is there's no Xiaomi UI on this. This should be just straight up Android, and that's really what I prefer. So compared to a Pixel phone, this is a fraction of the cost, and you're getting a lot. Now, I don't know that the camera is going to be as good as the Google Pixel 2 XL camera, but for the price, it's a third of the price. So let's see if we can copy the data here back from the cloud or an iPhone. Let's see what we've got here. So we're going to set up this device. We found it. It's connecting, and we're going to move everything over. Yep, we're good. Confirming my fingerprint and copying the account. So that's pretty nice, simple and straightforward. So I've signed in. It's copied information from here to get it set up. We'll hit next, and I'll set a pin. We'll touch the sensor. It's nice and fast. Sometimes I have problems with this part. Fingerprint added. I'll add another, my other finger on my left hand. Good. So here's the Xiaomi setup part. User experience programs send diagnostic data automatically. I'm going to leave that off and hit next and set up a few more things now or find them later in settings. So we'll find them later and hit no thanks. And here's a backup that we want to use. So it looks like, let's see which one here. Guess we'll use this one and then choose what to restore. So we've got a lot of apps here. I don't know that I want them all, so I'm going to go through them and make sure if I want them, I'll install them. If I don't, I won't. So I'm restoring 95 apps. Let's go ahead and hit restore, and you can continue setting up your Mi A2. Hit next. Now, while I'm waiting for this to restore, let me show you how thin this is, because this is the Pixel 2 XL. It's thinner than that. It's incredibly thin, and supposedly will get good battery life. This has a very efficient Snapdragon 660, like I mentioned before, but it also has a 3010 milliamp hour battery. So that's pretty big given the size of this, and should get pretty good battery life over a few days. So I'm at the home screen, and as you can see, there's one folder that says Mi. So it says Mi Drop. I'm assuming that's like AirDrop, File Manager, and Feedback. If we go into the app drawer, I don't see anything that shouldn't be on there that's not stock Android. If I scroll down, there's Mi Services, and those are things I turned off or left off earlier. And that's it. This is pretty stock as far as Android's concerned. So we'll wait for it to install everything, and that's it. But let me take a look at the camera quick. You take a picture back here where it's a little bit darker. And let's see. Looks like it's watermarking the photo. Shot on the Mi A2 Mi Dual camera, if you can see that. And I mean, it looks pretty good just from the initial photo. That's a pretty simple and straightforward photo in a well-lit area. But it's hard to say how this is going to respond over time. You've got different things, just like portrait. This looks very much like the iPhone camera app. So it is a little bit Xiaomi-ified, I guess, if that's the word. But I like the look of it. I think it's really nice and unique and a little bit different. It's kind of like a blue iPhone, and it's great so far. But let me know if you'd like to see a full review on this phone, or what you think about having some less expensive phones such as Xiaomi, maybe some Huawei phones or others as well, Honor, things like that. Let me know in the comments below what you think about that. And if you'd like to get your hands on one of these and get that coupon code, be sure to check out the description for Banggood and the coupon code for $15 off. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.